The Soviet Union is a gigantic country occupying a sixth of the world's Earth's surface. Its coastline borders 7 seas and varies in grandeur from gaunt ruggedness to bleak and stormy Arctic wastes. Its wheat fields are as vast as any in the world. Nobly impressive are the great mountain chains. Mighty rivers like inland seas traverse the great continent. On the border of Central Asia, pitiless deserts contrast strangely with the Siberian forest lands rich in timber. The people number 200 millions, and they belong to scores of nationalities. Russians, Ukrainians, Lithuanians, Uzbeks, Tatars, Moldavians, Georgians, and Armenians. Many peoples without distinction of race or creed. Not long ago, it was a prosperous and peaceful land where everyone went about their daily tasks happily and contentedly. Every year, the rich harvests produced millions of bushels of grain. In many a mountain fastness, great herds of goats, sheep, and cattle grazed in the fertile valleys. The fishing industry netted and canned everything from a sturgeon to a sardine. Deep beneath the soil of Mother Russia, coal is mined for the industries of the Soviet Union. And oil, the liquid gold that Hitler seeks to steal, makes Baku a veritable city of steel pylons and derricks. Precious metals are another natural heritage. Copper and gold, yes, and platinum, of which supplies have been flown over for our own war purposes. For 20 years, the USSR have been building up gigantic industries and training an army of skilled workmen. The wide and spacious streets of her new cities are a striking feature of her town planning schemes. The famous Moscow Underground is a good example of the capital's transport system. Motor car manufacture was becoming a flourishing industry. In fact, her output of agricultural tractors was acknowledged to be the largest in the world. Great public works, such as the colossal dam sacrificed at Zaporozhye, were the pride of every citizen. It is a country whose children are cared for under hygienic conditions. In modern creches, the youngsters are a picture of health and happiness. Schools were built with equipment on the most comprehensive lines. How would you have liked to have lived and had these appliances at school when you were young? Outdoors, too, in the fresh air, the youngsters are prepared for afterlife. A country whose young people grow up strong, self-reliant, and ready for defense. A country of play as well as work. The people of the Soviets are as thorough in relaxation as they are in industry. At the Kremlin, On a summer's evening, a cool outdoor cafe. In the winter, a festival on the ice. A country, too, of music, song, and dance. And here is the Soviet ambassador, Monsieur Maisky.
I am very glad that today you have been able to see a little of my country. As you know, on June 22nd, the Soviet Union was attacked by Hitler Germany and is today engaged in fierce battle, not only for its own existence, but in a cause common to all mankind. Our will and our resources are great. We have troops, tanks, guns, planes, and mighty vessels of war. Our country has strike leaders. The chairman of our State Committee for Defense, Stalin, and in the field, Marshal Voroshilov, Marshal Timoshenko, Marshal Budyonny. Our greatest resource is the courage of our home guard, the Red Army men, Red sailors, and airmen, the women who take the places in the rear of our men at the front, the women who go to the front to bind the wounds of the men. Even our children are eager to play their part, standing guard over the country's fields. Today, we are allies. Our people, as yours, suffered much from the common enemy. Tremendous effort must be spent and more sacrifice endured before the enemy is beaten. But fighting side by side, victory is certain.